Watercooler, watercooler, watercooler.
Hello and welcome to Watercooler. Oh yeah, you guys see the point? You're good?
Yeah, we did it.
Oh, yeah.
You know how the show goes. I, Chris Loxamana, kick it with my Corolla Digital Buds.
What kind of kicking it, though?
Philly style.
Okay.
With Mike Dawson.
Just want to make sure it's not regular kicking it.
Dude, we don't just regular
All right.
kick it.
I'm not down for regular kicking.
Did you just say
Yeah.
what Did you
I just said what
So, not only is what is up the correct way,
No. What
you shorten it to what up, and
What
now Dawson just took out the letter P from it.
I've been
So
doing
just-
that for decades.
what up?
Yeah.
Why don't you just go what?
I might when I'm really into the economy of words, so maybe I'll just say what.
What about the economy of words?
Yeah, this is the epitome of sound.
I'm in the zooconomy of words.
Yeah, the economy of sound and the Zootgeist. Mm-hmm. Gary Smith's here.
What's up?
And Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hey, guys, I missed you all.
We missed you, too.
Yeah, it's been. I was in Indianapolis.
How was it?
It was good. Yeah, it was nice. It was a car show. So I didn't go to SEMA this year, so it felt like a SEMA. It's a big trade show called PRI. It's beautiful. The people in Indianapolis are
Nice
so freaking nice.
Anybody bark at you?
I asked Kalen, "Where's Chris?" And he says, "He's at the Indianapolis 500." I said, "No, he's not. No, he's not. It's a ways away, bro."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Indianapolis. No, time.
Yeah. No, he was close. He was close. So I was there for a trade show. But man, it was just like Matt. I would go to dinner with Matt DeAndre, the other Matt,
Yeah.
and
Did you guys hold hands?
only around the candlelight.
Sure.
Yeah.
Little
I know.
grab play under the table.
No, gosh,
No?
no, it's just romantic.
No tickling?
I don't remember. It's too hard to focus on anything but his beautiful eyes.
No secret touching game.
I wasn't say very secret. I mean, open table. So we were going out to dinner a few times actually. We went out to 2 dinners, and both times the service, Matt, in Indianapolis. It's hard to say in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
But just like they're just so genuinely, at least it felt that way. Just grateful that you're there and happy to see you, and just nothing like you get out here. To where
So the service was good.
it was so good.
Okay.
To where you just become suspicious. Like, what are you doing? You
Yeah.
being
What are they putting
sarcastic?
in the food?
You being sarcastic to me? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying you're happy to see me? Why do you seem so happy to see me?
Oh, we're so glad you're here.
Yeah.
What do you want to eat?
What do you mean no rush at all?
Just
After you drop off the
jaded
check.
is regular life now. So when someone acts normal to you, it's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trying
exactly.
to fuck me over?
What up? So yeah,
I'm not from around here.
And I thought, I wonder what's going on. And then we get on our plane. We get in the plane home, and I'm flying first class, by the way.
What?
Nice.
I know.
Nice.
I never fly first class.
How'd you get that?
Look at you.
Because the trade show paid for
I was
it.
going to
all.
say, that's paid for by a corporation, baby.
Yeah. So first
What
class
was it like,
flight.
man?
Oh my God.
Well, he must have had
It's
a
like
ton of leg room.
Imagine flying, but your seat is the size of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And you're sitting in
Oh,
the bottom
man.
of the Grand Canyon, but comfortable.
That's great on a long flight, man.
Yeah.
I got that on Alaska to LAX.
Oh, that's right.
I walked in at the Alaska terminal, and I checked into my flight, and it popped up this message that said, "For $300, would you like to upgrade to first class?" I looked around like I was breaking the law. I'm like, fuck yeah. And that was a flight.
Yeah. It was worth the $300.
It was totally worth the $300. When they first gave me the bourbon, I asked for whiskey. She said, "We have bourbon makers." I said, "Perfect." She goes, "Double?" I say, "Absolutely." She comes back, brings me 2 and a rocks glass.
I don't like the claw.
I pour 1 into my rocks glass, and I'm messing around with all my shit and getting settled, and I fucking spill my 1 shot of whiskey all over my lap.
JV.
I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, whatever. So I walk back
mean
up
your
there
double
and
shot?
I say, look what I did. I'm an idiot. Can I get another one? And she said, "You spill them both?" And I said, "Should we pretend I did?" And she said, yes.
Sounds
She
like you guys
handed
are
me 2
flirting,
more.
Like, that's kind of
Yeah.
weird. Look at
cool-
that. That's service, baby.
That was service. That was
cool
the best.
flight attendant
It
is
was
the best.
great. It was a wonderful experience.
I'm the only person in this room that's never flown first class.
Oh, I was talking about a coach, but like every now and then, like Dawson, you've experienced this in coach, I bet. Like you get a cool flight attendant who you just kind of like get a thing going with.
Yep.
And you order a drink. That next one, you do it the right way, it's almost certainly free, and then the next one comes without you asking.
There weren't drinks on our last flight to Austin, but me and Izzy are walking down the aisle with guitars on our backs, and probably a straight male flight attendant, maybe, looked at us
They're all
and said,
maybes.
dude, and pointed to an exit row. Like pointed to an overhead bin where we could put our guitars. He's like, I got you guys. And we're like,
It's perfect.
okay.
Nice.
I wished they were serving alcohol because that dude would have fed us beers.
Now, are you sure that it's because he liked you and not because he wanted to push you out of the plane first?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah, your first
question.
Oh, we got to get rid of the
Odds are-
musicians. It's extra weight. So let's.
Odds are, no, maybe. And our exit row only had 2 seats in it. It was that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I don't know. He just saw 2 dudes with guitars and said, man, maybe I'd like to join their band. That's probably what he was
That's
thinking.
He's trying to
Probably
get
he
into your
wanted to
band.
get a gig.
Yeah.
Can I open for you guys?
Never heard your music yet, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like I got to be part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that all the time. Sure. So
He strictly does Blind Melon covers.
well, you
which
got to
is
get in
weird.
his
I mean,
band.
it's niche. It's very niche.
Yeah, and I'm in that niche. So I'm sitting in first class, just enjoying it. Like, wow, what am I doing here? This is crazy. And then during the flight, I get a tap on my knee, and I'm watching the movie. I'm like, oh, I look over, and it's the girl in front of me, who's the girl directly in front of me, and she's trying to get my attention. I'm like, oh, hey, what's going on? She's like, is it all right if I lean my chair back? I'm like, yeah, okay. Nobody's ever asked me that before.
Wow.
It's a different class of people when you
Mm-hmm.
have first
the
class.
first
That must
class.
be
What
it.
the
That's
heck?
the first class.
That's what the. That's
I
what
didn't
the-
ask my guy behind me.
That's
I
what the
just
better
did it.
people are doing.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Are you going to do that from now on?
Nah.
Yeah.
It's just I don't want to talk to strangers.
Yeah. Why even broach the subject?
I know. Rick Springfield wrote a song about it.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Don't talk to strangers. Baby, don't talk to strangers.
Oh, there you go.
There
He meant it specifically
You know they'll
in the
only use
context
you
of
up.
airplanes.
there are
Don't
certain
talk.
people. I think we're
Don't talk to strangers, baby. Don't you talk. Don't talk to strangers.
guys
You
are
know
both-
they'll only use you
You're both locking eyes with me, and it's really freaking me out right now.
Don't talk.
I love me some clam. Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
are you guys at this age? Because a lot of my friends are.
I love me
And
some
I'm
clam.
glad I could say they're my friends because, and I hear this a lot from people around our age. Like, I'm done making friends. I'm done trying to meet people. I'm done making new friends. Like, I don't want, like, that's why I won't talk to the guy behind me. Maybe it's just, I know I have all the people I want in my life. I don't need any more.
Yeah.
I'm with you a lot, but I haven't shut the door completely.
Well, that's good.
Nor should you.
I
I have 3
But
latches.
you got to bring a lot more to the table nowadays.
I have 3 latches in the deadbolt. They've been secured for quite some time.
fingerprint
Well
scanner,
done.
Yeah.
retina
Well done.
scanner. Yeah.
As long as one of them is a chain bolt,
Yeah.
so you can still kind of peek it
Push
open.
it open.
Yeah,
Exactly.
see-
That's true.
Yeah.
I can still do that.
All right.
But most of the time, it's going right back closed again.
Yeah, see, mine is, I used to be 3 latches, deadbolt, retina scanner, but now I feel like I'm more of a speakeasy, if you know the right password.
Big, meaty claw!
Give me the
I just
password
feel like,
and you're in.
for me at least, it's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses coming to the door.
drop.
You know
I
what I
see.
mean?
I
Like,
see.
I appreciate the saloon metaphor, but there's no, like, cool cowboys kicking in those doors. I'm getting the, sir, would you like to read a book about how you can find Jesus? And I go, I'm good. I'm good.
Now, Matt, how would you feel if they were Jehovah's Witnesses and they were trying to convert you to become a Jay-Z fan?
Oh, that's good. I like that. Hova.
There are Jehovah's Witnesses?
There should be.
Okay, yeah.
Tell you what, there's 2 right here.
Just spitballing,
Oh, we
baby.
got 2 Jehovah's Witnesses on the show? I
Yeah,
had no
think
idea.
As we get older, our criterion for new friends goes way up. Like, you got to bring a lot more to the table these days.
Well, Dawson, you have like a straight. I've seen in some of your stand-up where you kind of list off some of the cool shit that your friends do, and it is
Oh,
quite
yeah.
the list of accomplishments that you have racked up over there.
One of my friends is a former CIA case officer, infiltrated the Taliban and Al Qaeda, disrupted an IED underground thing.
Doug Laus?
Saved thousands of lives.
I know him.
One of my friends is a former bank robber, did 8 years in the California State Penitentiary.
Yeah, that's Chris.
One of my
friends is a black guy. One of my friends is a former Green Beret combat medic.
That's good.
That's the bit.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your bit.
That's
dude.
all right, dude.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to give it away on a free podcast. If you pay to see me do 5 minutes, I might do that bit.
yeah. Well, that's what people want now. It's like hearing the song. I want to hear the classic.
Give me the hits.
Yeah, please give me the hits.
Whatever.
Gary, step with you.
I actually had a couple things happen to me since the last time we were all together that I want to talk about, but one of them I experienced with another person in this room. So I'll let him take the lead on that story, and then I'll tell you the other one.
All right, so Gary and I are in the
like,
front office
Yeah, I was wondering.
Chris is like, who's he throwing to?
Yeah.
on Friday. Whenever you're not here, Chris, I like to sit in your chair and
Oh, I
pretend
didn't
like
know
I'm
that.
king of the castle.
I'm king in the castle.
That's right, I do that.
You've
Oh,
been
I'm Chris.
you've
Oh, I'm
been
going to plan the show today. But it generally means that Gary and I are hanging out in the front room. And
Oh, that's cool.
Gary, I don't know
Why
if
don't
you
you hang
guys
out
do
there?
this.
Why don't you hang out there when I'm there?
Because you got the big throne, man. What am I supposed
So
to do?
you're
want me
there
to
for
sit
the
in
chair. You're not there
There's
for
already-
that
Gary.
There's already
horrible
two.
leather chair.
There's already two of us. Three's a crowd.
Three's a crowd. I agree.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what you guys put on the TV when you guys are together, but if it's not an action movie, Gary loves to flip between CNN and Fox. And it
Yeah.
gives you the craziest fucking whiplash of your life because you'll turn to CNN and they will literally be going like, too many guns, too many guns. We got to stop the inflow of guns. And you flip it over to Fox and they're like, we need more guns.
Yeah.
There's just not enough guns in circulation right now. And it is mind blowing.
That's what Gary and I do. We
do?
Okay, I knew you were gonna do that.
You knew it.
I knew
and
it.
you still said it.
Well, after I said it, I was like, Matt's gonna do the thing with the doo-doo.
Well.
And he did.
No, but we absolutely do that, and you kind of have to when you're in our line of work, so you know what everyone's saying.
Yeah, we're all because they were only one channel away too, which is nice.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
very
Just
nice.
come up and down, up and down.
Now, I would never watch these channels on my own, nor would I ever watch commercials on my own. But one of the other things that happens when you're watching CNN and Fox is you see a lot of commercials.
Crazy, weird commercials.
Weird commercials. Now, Gary and I were in the middle
know
of a
'em all.
conversation when a certain commercial popped on that Gary's going to play for you right now.
Okay.
Ray loves vacations, but his diabetes never seemed to take one.
This is
Everything
CNN.
felt like a no. Everything. But then Ray went from no to no.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Son of a
Can
bitch.
you believe that?
dude.
Gary and I just looked at each other. I'm like, did he just say no to no?
Yep.
No or no?
Oh my God.
It has reached the mainstream, guys.
Gary Ghost.
Amazing.
We're
What can
okay.
we do about this?
We're okay, but they better watch it.
Oh, I know we're okay.
We got to find the ad agency that did that commercial and then backtrack it to see if there's a listener to our show because that was our brilliant idea.
Now, here's what we have to do. We have to go over, and I'm going to use a term I learned today from an Australian caller on the Adam and Dr. Drew show. We have to go after Big Pharmacy.
That's right.
we
That's what they call it down there.
They
that
call
Big.
it Big Pharmacy.
yeah.
But they
Everybody.
say big.
Big pharmacy.
Big pharmacy.
Couple
Yeah.
things. First off,
We got to go after big pharmacy,
yeah, Bubble Boy Army.
mate.
Please go after Big Pharmacy.
Nice.
Tweet them. Just barks. Let them
Yes.
know that we're.
I'd
aware
like
of
it
them.
if you go after
tweet,
big pharmacy.
Tweet Big Pharma that. Just let them know we see you.
You
We-
call that a pharmacy? Sorry.
We see you. Number 2, I think that was Richard Kind, right? From Curb.
That totally
It
is
absolutely
Richard
is
Kind.
Richard
Yeah, it sounded like him.
No doubt about it.
So maybe he's a listener to the show.
Richard, how dare you, man?
Yeah.
Come on. Number 3, Kaylin sent me something too.
Flowers.
No, it's from
Dick pic?
Sports Center. So ESPN. He goes, "Is ESPN stealing content?"
Why don't you airdrop it to me, and I'll play it for
It's-
everyone to hear.
Oh, it's not audio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great pop.
So, but it's
Great
like,
Did he literally just start playing audio?
well, no, but it's just music. It's like a TikTok with it's a reel with music underneath. But I'm gonna read you the
Also knows audio.
text.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll read you the text. You don't want this
kidding,
audio.
I'm
You
kidding.
don't want this audio. But it's everyone has that one thing. And then one guy's like, when your phone is on 1% battery and the Wi-Fi is spotty. When someone mentions the Jets record, so it's like they're talking about that what their one thing that bothers them. Like we all
Ah,
kinda
their
went-
soft white
yeah.
underbelly.
Yeah, they're all doing that. When Stephen A. Smith is like when someone brings up your hairline, like so.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's just that they were all doing that. Keelan's like, what the f, bro?
I mean, I don't think that it's, people think that it's crazy that this could be happening, but listen, the reason it's not that crazy is something that happened to me over the weekend. So on Sunday, my dad offered to take me and my brothers to the Charger game. It's the first time we've been to SoFi Stadium. It was a big deal.
Awesome.
We're super excited. We've been looking forward to this for 3 weeks. My dad goes, I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to pick you up, and then we're going to pick up your brothers, and then we'll all go to the game. And these are my brothers-in-law, my sister's husbands, for anyone who's confused by why I suddenly have brothers. So we all go, and we get into the game, and it's just so fun. The atmosphere is great.
SoFi.
They checked your COVID at the front, and it was super easy breezy.
You have to give them your V card.
I did not have to give them the V card, but I had to show them my V card.
Ah.
Okay.
So I showed them my V card with my ID card, and then I was let in to SoFi, and we went and found our little area. We grabbed a beer, we grabbed a hot dog.
How
and
much
we went
was
over.
the beer?
The beer was, I don't remember, and I'll get to why in a little bit.
He was blackout drunk before you even got there.
I was
Yeah.
not blackout
I know where
drunk.
the story's going.
I was not blackout drunk yet.
We've all been
so
there.
we all get our hot dogs and our beers, and we go over to this table, and we're sitting there, and we're starting to put on condiments and eat. And this dude about my age came up beside me at the table I was standing at, and I can't remember if he nudged me or if he said something, but he got my attention, and I glanced at him, and he went, "Woof woof," and I smiled. I think I just smiled because I was so caught off guard, and he was like, "Thought so," and turned and got in the beer line like a boss. His back
Attaboy.
was to me before to the point that I eventually reached over and tapped him on the shoulder and gave him a fist bump, and that was it because it was clear. He was just, you want to make sure.
Well played.
That's what I thought.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mystery fan.
I like it.
Name yourself, sir.
That man is my hero. And then, of course, my brothers and my dad are all making fun of me because 5 minutes later, I'm still smiling. And they're like, "Oh, you got recognized?" No, it wasn't about that. It was about the boss way that this guy did it and fucking just went back to his football game. It was so
I
cool.
love that.
It was really,
That just
really
reminded
cool.
me of a story, if you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Was it the bar at the Majestic Ventura Theater? You've been there.
Yeah.
And
Right there.
after a Counting Crow show, and they let
Mr. Jones and me.
us stick around afterwards, me and my friends, and I'm sitting at one corner of the bar, and Adam Duritz walks up to the bar, and he's ordering a beer, and we're I don't know, 10 feet away, and we just catch eyes, and I go Bears, because we're both Cal Berkeley fans,
Ah.
and he smiled and said, "Go Bears."
Really?
And that was our conversation the entire night.
He was on the show.
Don't push it.
He was on Corolla.
like the
Did you
subtle
say that
bark.
to him when he came on the show?
I told him a story.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have told it on the air, actually.
Now, I don't know if it came through, but it wasn't a subtle bark. He barked with a question mark at the end.
No, yeah.
That
No, it
freaking
was-
rules.
Yes, he
and
was
then
asking you a question.
as soon as my face changed even the slightest bit, and I didn't say a thing to him, but he saw my eyes light up or me smile, and he was like, "Thought so," and then he was gone.
I have a very similar
That's
story
pretty fucking sweet.
to that happened to me at the OC Fair a few years ago. I was in line. You don't have to have all those different vendors. Matt's done shays on it before, but just and one of them is they have the frog legs and the burgers and the turkey legs.
Charlie Chicken? Chicken
Yeah,
Charlie?
yeah, it's like chicken Charlie's, but then they have a burger, but instead of buns,
Chicken,
it's,
the Charlie's,
they're
the
glazed
Charlie's
donuts.
chicken.
yeah, it's like
No,
crisp. It's like Krispy Kreme donuts for
Yeah.
bun.
I'm familiar.
And I'm with my family.
Chicken Charlie specialty, man.
Yeah. So and then
Weird
I'm
name if
I'm
that's
in
your
line.
specialty.
I'm in line getting something, and
Online?
I'm in line.
Thank you.
I said in line, didn't I?
I thought you said online.
On the East Coast, online is correct.
I heard online.
No, then I'm online because I was in Indianapolis.
I was in the
Picked
queue.
it up. So I was
That's far East Coast.
Yeah.
I was in line, and I turned back to my brother. I'm like, "Oh my god, look at those! Are you seeing these burgers with the Krispy Kreme donuts as buns? That's disgusting." And I'm talking all this shit on it, and I go, "Hey, are you Chris Loxamona?" I turn around, and it's a listener of the show, and he has that burger. I was just talking so
Yeah,
much shit
yeah.
on him, like, "Oh, I'm
Looks
so
good on you, though.
Yeah.
I was a little sorry."
You just go how's
Yeah.
that burger?
It's like, wow, really?
I can guarantee you 100% that there is no fucking way on hell Kalen would ever even take a bite of that thing. Because it is the mix of sugar and
He would take a bite,
sweet
yeah.
and savory. No, he wouldn't.
I don't want to correct you, but I think it's in hell, not on hell.
Yeah.
Just saying. We're going to talk about the line. We should talk about hell.
No chance
Yeah.
on hell.
Well, anyway, yeah, it's just that reminded me of that story too.
Yeah.
Yours is a lot better than mine. But woof woof to that.
To that hero.
Come
That's
on.
some SoFi serendipity.
Nice.
Matt,
Yeah, what's up,
you
man?
have a shade today.
I sure do.
But I'm looking at your notes, and you have a buck slip instead of your usual.
Yeah, I haven't
We're out
bought
of
Post-it
Post-its.
notes. I ran a Post-its
my
like 2
God.
weeks ago.
Remember the last one we determined was the last Post-it in this building?
Yeah, still.
I keep forgetting to ask Ryan to do the run.
Rusted Post-its.
It's all right.
Well, you guys,
So wait, so you don't even have to get it yourself. All you have to do is tell
ask.
someone
Yeah,
else to do it.
I have to hand them
Well,
my credit
he
card.
needs to bring a
have
method of
done that.
transportation, Dawson. To
yeah,
be fair,
to
the
be
guy-
fair, Ryan doesn't have a car. But
Okay.
it's my fault. It's my fault. He would go on the run if I remembered.
yeah. I went
It's
to
cool. These buck slips work great, man.
Yeah, no, it looks
Just
good.
rip it in half, double sided.
Why don't you just keep it full and just go one sided?
Where were you 20 minutes ago, Chris?
You ripped it that one double sided. Well, anyway, I went to the dentist last week. Got my teeth cleaned. I've been getting them cleaned regularly. I think it's like a wedding thing. I don't know.
How regular is regular?
6 months.
I'm afraid Chris is going to say a lot more.
Not if he's
frequently
saying
than that.
a wedding
Four.
thing.
4 months.
4 months.
Really?
Going 4
Producer
months.
Laura
You're getting ripped off by your dental fucking hygienist.
I noticed a difference.
Producer Laura Lito's 4 months too, because that's
I
what her
got-
insurance pays for.
I go 2 years.
2 years. Jesus Christ.
My dentist is in Santa Monica. I hate traffic.
Yeah.
Sure.
I usually try to try to have some tooth damage to take care of.
Yeah,
And then I'll schedule the cleaning.
sure. 6 months, I feel like it's pretty fair.
But I'm lying there in the chair. By the way, like those chairs are super comfortable. I fall asleep in them all the time. Like just I don't know. Maybe I just fall asleep very easily.
Yeah.
And she's like looking at my teeth, and she just goes, "Oh, Chris, just quick question: Do you smoke?" And I'm like, I don't smoke. No. And I mean, have I smoked in my life? Sure. I smoked a cigarette or two.
This is what you're telling her or what you're telling us?
No, I'm telling you guys.
Okay.
But I don't think, like maybe, and I smoked a cigar with Dawson at Gina's wedding. But how much do I need to smoke to say that I smoke?
A lot more than that.
You don't smoke. That's the
You don't
answer.
smoke.
I don't smoke.
You
Okay.
don't smoke.
Well, that's what I said. No, I don't smoke. And she goes, well, what about, do you smoke anything?
She
She
wants to
kind
know.
of, yeah, she
Wink.
kind of, yeah, she kind of did like, do you smoke anything at all? And now, where do I stand with this? I would say no.
Rarely.
Well, you'd be
would
lying.
the answer.
No, you occasionally will smoke.
But how occasional is that? Like
It's
once
rare.
a year?
It's
Twice
on
a
the
year?
it's on the rare side of the spectrum.
Yeah, but do I say yes then?
I think
Chris
when you're-
got high with we got high with Chris.
We did?
I got high with you, and I don't remember when it was. Was it at Gina's wedding?
No.
We got high.
I only smoked a cigar with you at Gina's
Okay.
wedding.
Okay, but no, we have gotten high within the past year.
That's-
Ask Kaylin.
that
Ask
is not
Kaylin.
true at all.
That is true.
Chris, I think the answer to your question is yes. You are obligated to say like I smoke once or twice a year, if you're at the second question.
Why are you obligated?
I don't think you're obligated
You're not
at all.
obligated,
It
but-
has zero
Yeah.
to do with your teeth.
What if she's a narc?
Exactly.
Yeah, she could just be a big narc.
She could
And
be, but
even
about
that, it's
what?
just like,
Because nothing's
why the
illegal
fuck do you?
anymore.
I mean, is she cool?
Sorry, I'm just, I'm
Does she want to smoke you out or something?
sorry. I just dealt with a lot of narcs growing up, so I'm
She
maybe
just get some
traumatized.
fresh nuggies.
That should have been your follow-up question. Like,
What do you got, a water pipe around here, lady?
yeah.
Yeah, my
You cool?
turn. Are you a narc? You have to answer that if I ask, right? Isn't that the rule?
No.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with your teeth that she thinks you're a smoker?
Nothing. Well, and then she's like, and I said, well, I just said no, I don't smoke at all, anything.
And then she went, sure.
And
sure,
I
pal.
went, anything. And then she goes, oh, do you drink coffee? Yeah. Oh, okay. And that was it. But I'm just like, why didn't you just open
Okay.
with that? I bet
wanted
you
to know
I
if
get
you're
more
down to
people drink
party.
coffee.
You
than-
know, and it's also kind of when I sit in a dentist chair, they never have to ask, "Do you smoke?"
because you have a
Because
cigarette in
they
your
can
mouth.
fucking
Yeah,
because I got a
Chris.
cigarette because I asked them where the
Bravo.
ashtray is. Good job, you guys. That's good. That's great.
You know what, Chris?
I just thought it was interesting.
I thought that was great. Yeah, no, it's a little weird the things that your dentist will ask from time to time.
Yeah, or my narc.
Yeah, or your
my undercover narc.
undercover cop.
Yeah, get out of here. You guys need some comments?
Yeah,
Let's
dude,
some
let's do it.
comments.
It's time for listener
Alrighty. And just a reminder, all of these that I'm going to read are comments found on our Facebook group. And it's super easy to join this group, and I suggest you do. You just go to facebook.com/groups/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions, and we might let you in. It's very easy to join, as I said, and it is my favorite place on the internet. All right, let's kick this one off. Lee Philip Berg.
Big.
He has a question that he's dying to know.
Well, hopefully we can answer it.
Matt, I think you're well equipped.
All right.
If pistachios are so good, why don't we get pistachio pie? What's going on?
It's a great question. I would happily eat pistachio pie. That sounds amazing to me.
I don't know, man.
You know,
I
I'll
don't
tell
like
you what.
pies out of nuts.
You don't like a pecan pie?
No.
Oh, so good.
Get out
you
of
guys
here.
are out of
we
your
are real.
minds.
The room
There's
is
so many other
divided.
great pie options. Of
course.
Why you would
Sure.
choose pecan pie?
Seasonal, baby.
Yeah, I love
time of year.
I love, and it's not all nuts. Like there's like that cream.
It's like
stuff.
brown sugar. Ugh, don't say that around here,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah. So it's
Oh, it's so good.
But pistachio pie, the reason we don't see any, Matt, is because it'd be $13 a slice.
Yeah,
And-
probably
and
too
no
expensive.
one
Almonds are
wants
really
to-
expensive though.
No one wants to crack shells while they're eating pie.
Yeah. You know, that's why you don't see pistachio pie, macadamia
I'm sure
pie,
they crush the shells first. Dude.
No.
pine nut pie. Pine nuts are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, for how small they are, get out of town. But
I'm like
They
where
should
this guy's
make
going
pies
now.
out of pine nuts.
it's too expensive.
I mean, it's right there in the name.
Oh, pie.
The claw.
pine
That's why we
nuts.
call it the claw.
Yeah, and they should just rename pine nuts to pine nuts if
Yeah.
they do that, because
Yeah.
they will be pine nuts.
Pine nuts.
Yeah. Let's see here. Hunter Davis, he created a poll. And, we always talk, I mean, everybody's talked for the last few decades. Beatles or Stones? Beatles or Stones? Well, Hunter changed it up a little bit. Beatles or Zeppelin? Dawson, I'm curious to hear your take on this.
I'll go Zeppelin every day.
Really?
Every day.
What about you guys? Do you have any prep?
Well, I have something that I will admit, which is I did not really listen to Led Zeppelin music for a very, very long time. In fact, it was after college when I was working at New Line Cinema, and I worked near the music department, not in the music department, but near it. And I walked by one of the guys that I was friends with. He was one of the execs over there, and he was listening to music. And I was like,
What
this
is
like
this?
I know it was.
What
even-
is this
it was,
music you
it
speak
was
of?
even more embarrassing than that. I said, "Is that a new Raconteur song?" And he, I mean,
yeah.
he
That
didn't
was like
hit
Misty
pause,
Mountain
but it
Hop.
was like the music stopped, and he just swiveled around in his chair, and he just was like, "This is Led Zeppelin," like, and never speak to me again, kind of a thing. And I
no.
went white as a sheet, and I was so embarrassed. And then about a week later, he tapped me on the shoulder. I turned around, and he handed me a Led Zeppelin Greatest Hits album.
what a sweet
And
guy.
I dove into it and listened to all of their music and found it awesome.
yeah.
Dawson's very upset by the greatest hits as
I'm
opposed to an album.
confused
That's why he gave him great hits.
because what year was this? I mean, they did
This was
did a
2000
4-banger
It
compilation.
is obviously during the Raconteur's
2012.
prime.
Okay.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. There are compilations that exist. They
Yeah, it
weren't
was-
readily available when I was that age.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, because there is no Led Zeppelin greatest hits.
They clearly made some
there
sort of
are
CD,
compilations
yeah.
No,
They
that
made-
exist.
no, please stop. Please, will you stop? Ah!
That's what's happening in my head right now.
Well, I'll say this. First off, I'm not really into the music shaming. Like, oh, you haven't heard of this song? You haven't heard of this band? Because I mean, I'm on the other side of it a lot, to be honest. Like,
Right.
I ride in
the
the car.
answer
With,
is sit down and listen.
yeah, I ride in the car with Adam Carolla all the time, and he's like, "How have you not heard this song? I do not know this song." And I'm like, I just don't. I was raised by a Filipino mom who listened to the Bodyguard soundtrack. And like I don't know.
I don't like the claw.
all the way all the time, you know?
timed.
So
Anyway, to answer your question, the Beatles.
yeah, it's a Beatle. You picked
For
the Beatles?
sure.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm raised in a house of Beatle lovers. My parents they literally have like Beatles artwork on the wall and
Yeah.
stuff. So that's just how I grew up.
But
So
he-
was I.
But even
Oh,
the
really?
Beatles.
No, my
Interesting.
mom loved the Beatles.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What I'm saying is, let's just Bobo Boy Army. Let's be the first to stop the music shaming and just welcome people
Yeah.
into liking music. Don't say because the reason Matt turned Ghost White, he was ashamed.
And the thing that we
corrected
got to
it.
stop saying is the phrase or the sentence, I hate that band.
Yeah.
Don't say that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if someone doesn't know the music, say, oh, dude,
You'd love
like accept it as a gift. Like, oh, shit, I get to present this to you.
Yeah.
Sit down. Let me play you my favorite record.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Gary.
And then light a fatty.
Light a fat. Beatles or Zeppelin?
Beatles.
Why not Zeppelin?
Similar to Matt's answer.
You don't listen to Zeppelin, bro?
I do listen to Zeppelin, bro,
Oh, sorry,
and I
What
like
a
Zeppelin.
hypocrite.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Not
I
even
forgot.
3 minutes on the
I
clock.
like Zeppelin, but for me, Beatles is
Yeah.
that's what I was raised on.
I picked Beatles too, but Zeppelin is in the lead in the poll, 56%.
That's because I think the core of our listening audience is closer to my age than yours.
Maybe. So you're saying the Zeppelin thing kind of skipped us a little bit?
I think it may have, yeah.
Possible.
Also, like the Beatles never went away, and they're still a newer bodies of work. They're still fucking releasing tapes.
Sure.
Zeppelin does not have this. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's just you
I
got what
think
you
they've
got.
gotten out most of what they're going to get out with How the West Was Won live 4-box set, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's essentially a live Led Zeppelin greatest hits record, but it's
There you
not
go.
called Led Zeppelin Greatest Hits Live. It's called How the West Was Won.
There you go.
But essentially has the bones of the greatest hits live. Let's see. Paul
Chris,
Gavin.
Did you answer?
I said
Yeah,
Beatles.
Beatles.
yeah.
Is that Beatles?
Paul Gavin says it just occurred to me. This Facebook group is our safe space.
Yeah,
Correct.
I said that before in a post in this group.
Oh,
You also said quiet recently.
I did.
What was that in
Yeah,
reference
what
I
to?
was just drunk and I thought I'm just going to say quiet, and I love that no one listened to me. Said no,
yeah.
I will talk, and I said good. And then one
Don't
person
stifle
said,
us.
I'm
muzzle
talking,
us.
and I go shh.
We have fun.
I was just, nothing was up with that. I was just drunk. You should check the time on those.
It was
It's
9:30.
probably post 10:30.
9:38.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 9:37, 9:38.
All right.
Danny Feynman says Smith. I always check the time. That's why.
Yeah.
Danny Feynman says Smith and her comments.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. He liked it. And he says, Matt, I'm dying listening to you guys taste the tube food. It was so awesome. Chicken a la king is a creamy chicken dish with noodles and mushrooms, sometimes peas.
Yes, I learned that.
I don't remember the tube food segment. It's because I was working
You
on
were working
Rubik's
on.
Cube.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Sergio Soto says, so there was tube food, but what about roll food? Like bread rolls?
Or like
Cinnamon
pasta
rolls.
Cinema- Oh, geez. That's
Pizza
Burrito.
rolls.
All right, Matt. You better write
Yeah,
that
those
one down.
General
Roll
wraps,
food
the
ever is a
Costco snack
burrito.
wraps that they got.
You know what I had the other day, and I think Matt would have had this because it was crazy to me. It was called a crepe cake. Have you had something like that?
No, but
Oh, it feels like something that you'd be into.
Tell me more.
You like crepes?
Yes.
Now imagine if you got a crepe, but you just stacked it all the way till it was the size of a cake.
Oh, I've had
and then
those
you cut-
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a meal full. That's what they'll call that.
What'd you call me?
It's where it's like 1,000 layers.
Yeah. Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah, I was really into that.
Layered with pastry cream.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been there.
Oh,
it's
come
good.
on.
Where'd you get that?
This place called the Bungalow in Long Beach.
You
would
mentioned
like
that
it.
one before.
Yeah, you'd love that place.
It's like your spot, man.
Well, I've only been there twice, but
Oh, you mentioned it both times.
yeah. Let's see. Kiersey J. Smith.
What'd I miss?
There was a very funny interaction the last time he mentioned the bungalow. We were all in the front office. Doesn't
Oh.
matter.
All right.
Kiersey J. Smith says, "Hey brothers,
Hey.
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 so my mom
Sup, fuckers?
my mom sends me cash in a card every year for my birthday if I don't see her. Is that a thing people still do?
Yeah.
Are you complaining about cash?
Well, she's just wondering, is that like a thing?
That's what your mother does.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Your mother and father should send you money on your birthday every year. They should.
They should.
They just should.
My grandma used to.
It's like a family thing. Like if, especially.
You get $10. It's
Yeah.
quaint when you're 7. By the
But I
time
don't
you're
give
29,
my
it's a little weird.
coworkers cash or anything. I mean, I'm sure you guys would happily accept it, but it's just, yeah.
I guess this person is not physically close to their parents. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
If she, if she isn't serious. She said for the big 4-2. Kiersey says for the big 4-2, she's going to spend it on Watercooler Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh!
Thank you.
Respect,
Welcome to
respect my mother. Yeah, so look at that. So her
Well
mother
done.
really just gave her a subscription.
That's great. And a reminder to all our listeners out there, 'tis the season. If you want to give a great gift and you don't know what to do, sign up somebody for Watercooler Patreon.
Watercooler.
Have them open up a certificate, videotape it, send us their response.
Now, Matt,
Yeah.
this is an interesting idea because we've always been saying, give it to your kids, film it.
Yeah.
How about you give it to your mom and film it?
Sure.
She's going to be confused as shit.
Well, it
here's
doesn't
the
really
thing.
matter.
Just
who.
don't give it to my mom.
A lot of
promises.
a hot gift a lot of people are getting for each other are like those wine of the month. You guys get a bottle of wine sent to you every month, or beer. Or Gary got me like a pickle of the month one time, a gift for pickles of the month. It was wonderful. Why do that when you can get him content of the week? Just new content every week
for one low price.
in a water cooler subscription.
And then when they listen and go, dude, this is so awesome. I wish I had more. You can say, hey,
There's a free show, too.
show.
Yeah, don't tell him about that. Just give him
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, there's only one more of these shows left this year, but there's 2 more at least Watercooler Patreons.
Oh, that's right. We actually continue taping over Christmas break for our loyal Patreon listeners.
Yeah, you pay for it.
Yeah.
We keep doing it.
Kiersey also says, pegging your pants?
What?
Isn't that the French cuff or French roll? That's what we called it in the 90s.
Yeah, that's because you were in the 90s, and this was 1984.
Oh, so you guys changed it from pegging to Frenching. Let's see here. Peter Morrow says, the more I hear about the fashion of the 90s, the more I'm glad I was completely removed from it.
Sure.
Yeah, it wasn't a
Engaged.
90s. Again, it wasn't 90s fashion.
Well, no, but I talked about
It
sagging.
was-
That was 90s
Yeah,
fashion.
Chris was talking
Fucking
about the big
straight 80s.
shoes.
Yeah, he's mainly talking about us. Like, in fact, Gage Hamilton says, Chris, I grew up in Southern California and can confirm sagging of the pants and having puffy shoes in middle
Fat
school.
shoes.
But
Puffy
it's,
shoes, man. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
but
What's
it's,
the thing?
it's not just an Orange County thing. We
I'm
also-
starting to realize why I wasn't cool in high school.
your shoes were puffy.
You
enough.
No
wore-
one
you
told
wore
me
shoes
about the
that
puffy
fit.
shoes. I could have fucking stuffed my shoes.
Yeah.
The prom king over here is talking about how he wasn't cool.
No, that's
But
true.
legend has it there was a kid in Ventura
Thanks,
County.
Gary.
His shoes were so puffy they ate him alive. Nobody's ever seen him since.
Oh my God.
Parents just saw one pair of Osiris D3s in their
That was
living room.
it.
Gage says, did you guys
Is that a new Loxy song?
Might
Is that
be.
a new Loxy song? The Ballad of,
of Osiris D3s?
yeah.
Yeah, it could be. Gage says, did you guys also have a thing where everyone stopped using backpacks in favor of carrying a single binder around? That does sound familiar. Like, I feel like there'd be a part of me in middle school. I'm like, yeah, I don't need a backpack. I just go minimal.
My memory is the school that I went to, we just had so many books, so everybody would just lug around a backpack that was just filled with books.
Oh.
And my mom was trying to convince me to get a rolling backpack.
Yeah.
And I was like, there is
no.
like
Social
think
suicide.
about like luggage. Like it's like a
luggage.
backup. What you
Yeah.
call it?
Social
That's
suicide.
exactly what it was. Social suicide. And
My
my
mom
was
loaded that shit, dude. I
Oh,
was like,
she tried a couple different times and like, oh,
Why was it so bad?
it's like so much better for
You know
your
why.
back, you know? And I'm just like, this is
It is.
Chris, you would have been talking shit on that backpack like you were talking shit on that fucking
No, I'm not saying
cheeseburger.
I'm not saying it like I'm not saying it wasn't bad when we were that age. It was like it. I think of all the kids that had it, and yeah,
Right.
they got made fun of a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking now, why did we make fun of them?
well now
different.
it's like I've seen like driving by my old high school when I'm like back home for the holidays or whatever. Like they're rolling backpacks are everywhere now.
Well, I've also seen the backpacks, not unlike the cooler you can ride, but I've seen backpacks that have like a scooter built into it. So like your backpack, you basically end up riding your backpack.
Well,
Yeah.
that would have been cool at our age too.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
But yeah, because I was the same way because I never did my homework, and I got in trouble a lot. Or I'd come home and my mom's like, "Why can't you do your homework?" Oh, I forgot my book. So my mom made me bring every single book home every single day, and I walked to school. And that's probably why I didn't grow. Now that
It
I
was
think
weighing
about
you
it.
down.
Someone was gonna do it.
Now that I think about it, I think that's what happened. Or I have severe scoliosis. Jonathan Swayer says, I was just listening to episode 309. Make some cashews in those craisins, and you've got one seriously delicious snack. Woof, woof. I'm all for that. And I was thinking about it. I had a salad today. You know, I said I hate raisins in anything. I had some craisins in my salad. I love craisins.
They're
in
amazing.
salads.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you, dude.
it makes it so much better. I look forward to eating them in the salad. So I know they're not too far off, but night and day
What a-
difference if I want them or not.
You had your little cookie festival over the weekend. You brought all those cookies in. One of those, they're like little thumbprint cookies with craisins in them.
Yeah.
That's definitely what those are, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably my favorite cookie on that plate.
See, yeah, we love the craisins. Jake. Oh, by the way, I saw the cookie party. Dawson is Jen's family gets together every year during Christmas time, and they all bake cookies, and then they all bring them to the house, and everyone exchanges cookies and makes cookies there, and all the kids have a good time.
And this is after the turkey trot.
This is after the turkey trot. Yeah, this is a Christmas.
Did you wear your?
I want that
tuxedo?
turkey trot. Yeah.
No, I didn't wear it. I didn't get it yet.
I'm down
but
for the turkey
I would
trot.
have. Yeah, it was a good time. Let's see here. Jamie Foshi. Oh no!
Faux
sorry.
show.
Let me go back to Jake Zerby first, because these are all kind of the same thing. So remember, I was asking you guys about what I should give away as wedding favors.
Sure.
Yep.
So Jake Zerby says
Ashtrays.
that might be a good one.
How 1974 of you.
Yeah, that'd
Jake-
be actually
yeah,
pretty cool. And then
ashtrays and
everyone now
fondue sticks.
everyone who went to your wedding now has an ashtray. And anytime they have a smoker or a cigar or,
Coffee
someone
drinker.
over, they need an ashtray.
Yeah, they can dump the
They're gonna
ashes
think
all
of
over
you.
your memories.
Dentist.
They're going to think of you. Yeah, and you say ash on us.
Yeah.
Jen and Chris,
You just see
2022.
I'm at my next teeth cleaning post wedding. She's like, I heard you're giving a bunch of ashtrays out to your wedding. What the hell? Jake Zerby says what he gave away were little paper packets of flower seeds that said "Let love grow."
Smart. I like
Good.
it.
Yeah, it's adorable. I know.
I mean, okay.
Gary,
What's wrong with that? You don't
please.
like love growing, Gary?
Everything's I love.
Planting
I
things?
love.
You're
love.
against love growing?
I
Yeah.
love.
I hope so.
Let's get that right.
Man.
Look, I feel like that guy listens to Gary talks. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, Jake says I found it the next day that one guest grabbed a packet on his way out without looking at it and poured it into his mouth, thinking they were nerds or some other candy.
That's funny.
It was a little scary since the seeds had some kind of miracle grow stuff on them, but the guy survived.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's good. Now, here's what I would propose, Chris. If you are going to adopt this idea, which I'm not saying you should, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but if you are going to adopt this idea, I would like you to pick 4 random packets without telling anyone and fill them with marijuana seeds you get from Dawson.
Okay, and just have people.
It's legal now. Let people grow some pot.
Yeah, I heard it's really hard to grow marijuana.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. I tried.
I don't.
The plant
I've heard
grew.
from Dawson
I've
that
heard
it's
from
not easy.
YouTube.
plant grew.
Google.
But the buds that came off it were like that.
Oh, those aren't dank nugs at all, dude.
No dank nugs.
I've
I
seen
couldn't
someone.
smoke it.
I've seen someone
they
do it
weren't
successfully.
actually buds. They were just leaves.
Yeah.
Did you not let it grow for long enough?
No, they take ultra care. It's not like you can fucking plant a seed in your backyard and expect you're going to grow a pot plant. That's what I did.
Gotcha.
You're
So
basically
the plant grew, but no, there's a serious fucking science to growing weed.
Yeah, it's a part-time job to do
Yeah.
that correctly.
Yeah, so I hear. Jamie Foshi says, hot wedding favor talk. I'm in the wedding business.
Hey,
And Jamie says, don't do favors. I see so many of them thrown away at the end of the night.
that's true.
Invest in a great late night snack bar during the dancing part, pizzas, mashed potato bar, etc. Your guests will thank you.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
a mashed potato bar.
Yeah, dude, what it is, it's like you get like a martini glass or something. You fill it with mashed potatoes and you have all the fixings. Gravy, bacon bits.
Think
like,
loaded baked potato.
Get that.
It's
whatever.
dope. That's really
Fucking
dope.
Get that.
Remember when Dr. Drew had was it mac and cheese or was it?
Oh, yeah, the mac
I'll
and cheese
bring
bar.
my own
Yeah.
ashtray, bro.
Put the mashed potatoes in that. That's a good idea.
I think what
Thanks,
she's trying to
Jamie.
say, Chris.
Why don't you give away mash trays?
That's
Now you're thinking.
now you're
Dawson.
talking.
Now you're thinking with your head.
Yeah, mash tray. Mark Cuban, Mr. Cuban. I'd like to we have one more thing for you.
As someone who plans to attend this wedding and have a very good time, I'm squarely in favor of the extra late night food thing.
Yeah.
I've seen it before. It's great. The worst one I ever saw was the late night food showed up and the bride, who was far too drunk, got an In-N-Out double and proceeded to destroy her dress because it was like animal style and just kind of came apart all over.
And
her.
the wedding is over. You don't need any more.
Atta girl.
Yeah, because what do you do after? What does a bride do after with a dress afterwards? You're never gonna wear it again.
She takes it off. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah. Count it.
Some people are saying beer koozies.
Yeah.
Sarah Jacobo said custom M&Ms might be good.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
But then I just wish our name started with M. You just get them anywhere, you know. Christy Lynn says, it's a little after 4 p.m. in northern New York on a thirsty Thursday. She's having a few down east ciders. Do yourself a flavor and try the
Sounds
winter
like she's
blend.
on the radio. It's a little after 4 p.m. on a Thursday.
Yeah,
down
it
here.
is. Well, she says, Doss, I think I'm buzzed now, so time to go out and make some snow angels.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe it was in
Did
response
you make
to
them
your
with
quiet.
pee?
What?
No, that's
You
not.
pee in the snow.
That's how you
Make
write
angels.
you write your name in the snow with
Oh.
Steve Dawson. You don't do snow angels that way.
I like to pee my snowman.
All right, I have a couple more comments here. Yeah, please don't pee your snowmen.
Always.
Scott Phillips says, just have to say you all really crack me up.
Thanks, dude.
Hey,
Thanks, Scott. He says,
Except
Dawson,
you, Dawson.
No, he says, Dawson, I live in the Ozarks. Let us
Nice.
know let us know about your tour schedule. And he also says, I am blind, so I just have to wonder about all of your appearances. Chris,
Chris is really tall.
how small are you? Kaylin, you're young, so there's still hope.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Matt,
The rest of us have given up.
great food, but damn, they sound expensive.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, that's true,
Yeah.
Matt.
He's a snob.
Sometimes.
Gary,
Yeah.
just great.
Hey.
Just great.
I hate you, Scott.
Yay.
He says, I could do the Rubik's Cube decades ago. Then I got a Rubik's Revenge. No way.
Blind?
Four-sided.
Yeah. He says, I just got a Braille one, but I'm afraid to mess it up as I will never get it solved.
Then how did you solve the one without the braille?
Presumably, he was not always blind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Or you
That
could be.
is- that
I've
is a
seen people do it
presumption.
blindfolded.
Because what he was
yeah.
talking about with
But
the
you have to look
Rubik's
at it first.
Revenge is a color-based with 4, instead of 9 squares on each side, it's 12, which makes it even harder. So that clearly he did at a time he could see.
Yeah.
Who's to say he doesn't have like a great translator next to him who's just going red, green, yellow, yellow, orange, red, green. Now he knows what that grid looks like. He does the next turn. Red, blue, yellow,
It's
yellow.
not Rain Man,
I
Matt.
want
Wow.
I want that
Jesus,
job. I didn't know
dude.
that was
I'm just trying to think of ways he could do it. I feel
You know
like
what?
that
If
makes
that
perfect
person
sense.
exists, he is
Dude.
not fucking with a
Yeah.
Rubik's Cube.
If I was blind, I would punch that guy.
He
like,
is right now
after the
planning
second
your
side.
demise.
You just switch one little side, and he has to read it all back to you again.
Yeah, so now I can visualize it.
Yeah, you might be honest something.
Well, hey, brother, I hope I smell you later in the Ozarks.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, that venue I was trying to think of, the Smell.
I didn't think see you later.
Yeah,
sounded appropriate.
I realized why you did that.
It was called the Smell in Los Angeles. That got closed down. The Mint and the Smell.
Oh,
The
really?
Smell. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember.
What an odd name for a venue. I still
Yeah.
can't believe that's real.
Jacob Morales, he has
Yeah.
a poll, and this is right up your alley, Doss, because I'm sure you've heard. I'm sure people have tweeted you. Jack in the Box has bought Del Taco
Yeah,
for
I
like
heard about it.
$575 million. So Jacob says, well, let's get the poll out. Jack in the Box versus Del Taco. Which is better?
Jack in the Box.
Well, here's the thing. Jack in the Box is nationwide, right?
Yeah.
Meaning Del Taco is not. That's
Yeah.
more of a West
True.
Coast.
That bothers
true.
you? But-
South LA thing. Well, I just think it's unfair. It gives an unfair advantage to Jack in the Box. Half
for
the
the poll, but
half the
what-
people who are voting can't.
Is Jack in the Box nationwide?
I have no idea. I thought it was, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's West Coast too.
Yeah,
I
believe it is.
I think it's nationwide.
I believe it
That's
is.
that Jack in the Box characters on national
yeah.
commercials.
Yeah.
Why
I
would you
prefer
not be
Del
nationwide?
Taco, but I just feel like our Scott or whoever just wrote in probably not
Look,
from around here.
it all depends on what you value more on a fast food menu: burgers or tacos. Now,
both of them
each
have
place has
both.
great.
It's only about
Like Del Taco's tacos are honestly awesomer.
there's 2,200 locations, but what I was counting, Matt, is they only appear in like 24 states.
And Del Taco's
So-
tacos are like 70 cents. Maybe they're 69.
Hey.
I think they're 69.
Well, the poll says Jack in the Box is at 59%. So it's in the lead. Not by a ton, but
I
in
just,
the lead.
I mean,
burgers will always win. Burgers will always win.
I just
Yeah.
hope that they don't do one of these Carl's Jr. green burrito bullshit.
They
where
totally will, man.
But I don't want that. Do you want that?
Absolutely not. But that's
'Cause it's just-
exactly
it's
what's
both-
going to happen.
Yeah, both sides just feel watered down.
What
They
do they do
are.
with the taco then?
What?
Well, if they do that, then are they going to serve Del Tacos and Jack Tacos?
Yeah, it's like when
Yes.
you go to like Pizza Hut, KFC.
You'd have
Yeah,
to.
but Dawson's saying because you
With
or
Pizza
would
Hut
they
and
get rid
KFC,
of-
there's no crossover.
Yeah, there's crossover.
Both of those establishments sell a taco.
So you don't
So
know
you-
which taco you're going to get.
No,
I
but
see what you're
I
saying.
think Dawson's right. You would have you would order a Jack in the Box taco or a Del Taco. That would
You'd
be
have two options.
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
both be there because they're so different.
Pronounce Del Taco taco.
Yeah,
I asked that
taco.
on the Twitter. If I'm eating 8 Del Tacos, am I eating 8 Del Taco tacos?
Absolutely.
or
either
am I
one.
eating 8 Del Tacos?
You're eating 8 buildings.
And then I said, asking for a friend.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
A friend of a friend.
I say Del Tacos, dude, because I'm into the economy and the zucchini of
There you
words.
go. Bringing it back. Well done, sir. Well done.
Yeah. But I did get Taco Bell the other day.
Why?
Sometimes
It's been a while
it's good.
since he shed his pants.
Literally, it's been a while.
Sometimes it's good.
It is it's probably
What's
my
your
favorite.
order? What do you get?
I got chicken quesadilla.
Why
awesome.
waste your valuable Taco Bell time?
Is that Dawson's?
Dude, you got to get a
Toilet?
Mexican pizza.
Well, Dawson farted, so I was flushing it.
You got to get a Mexican pizza.
have those anymore,
Maybe
bro.
a burrito supremo.
But you know they got rid of the Mexican pizza.
They
Gone.
did. Okay, then a burrito supreme for
The
sure.
closest thing to a Mexican pizza is a quesadilla. It's basically the Mexican
Yeah,
version
just
of
tell
a
him you
quesadilla.
want 2 open-faced quesadillas stacked on top of one
Yeah.
another,
Make them
please.
crispy.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't know. That was good though. All right. Well, those are our comments. Thanks everybody for writing in. Woo, woo, woo. And please join the Facebook group. All right,
All right.
Mr. Buckslip.
What's up?
Oh no!
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey Matt.
It's on the menu.
Well, look, I know we've all been very excited about Raisin Season. It's come up many, many times over the last few weeks.
We are in the middle of it. And I'm loving it.
Well,
My
I think
favorite
we're coming to the end of it because we're now in
Never wanted to end it.
mid-December, and I got news for all of you guys. Minter is coming.
Oh, God damn it.
All right. Now, I think it's fair to say if you were to rank,
This is better than Raisin Season.
if you were to rank the mints by popularity, peppermint always takes the cake. Spearmint is always second. And then people will put like wintergreen as number 3. But
Wintergreen.
Wintergreen.
That's a fucking brand of
awful.
gum.
I don't
No,
know
that's
what fills.
wintergreen.
I don't know what fills that third slot, but I can open that up to you guys before we go further. Or do you agree with my ordering? I should also. ask.
I think I like Altoid.
Wait, so it's it's
Peppermint.
peppermint,
Spearmint, and then like wintergreen.
and wintergreen. Yeah. Those
Well,
are-
there's the red one.
That's peppermint.
No, that's
Oh, like cinnamon.
Cinnamon or something.
Cinnamint.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamont's
Cinnamons.
not a bad choice. I think maybe I would even put that as number 3. But here's the thing. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I fear that spearmint is just destined to be the Pepsi of mints.
It is. It's the it's like the redheaded stepchild of mint.
We need
Stepchild.
a
regular,
PR
beautiful stepchild.
rep. Okay, we need a mint manager. We need to figure out a way to get spearmint on top where it belongs.
May I suggest we need management?
Yes, we
That
got to
is
hit
perfect.
up the management.
Well, I have some suggestions here that I'm going to throw out to you guys because I've tried to distill down the problem with spearmint and why it's not the number 1 mint. Because I
It's
don't
kind
know.
of aggressive, like it's a spear. Urgh, I'm gonna stab you with the mint. Maybe
You are
that's what it is.
absolutely
Maybe they
right.
need a
That
softer
is
approach.
that is one
maybe
of the main.
Maybe they should call it shield mint.
Yeah, or just like
Good
add
thought.
the word rhino at the end of it.
Yeah. Right.
Well, the name. I'm glad you brought that up, Dawson. That's definitely one of the major problems. And let's face it, peppermint is terrible too. Who wants
Doesn't
pepper?
taste like pepper.
You know, you don't. I
Right.
feel like if we can improve our name, we can also point out how dumb our competitor's name is. Now, there's really 2 ways to go about this. You can kind of lean back from the violent nature of the spear of spearmint and try to come up with something. Or what did you say? What was your suggestion?
Well, I think they should call it treatment.
That's not bad either.
We're all gonna need it when this is over.
It's also a treat.
Yeah.
It could be a treatment. That's great.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, here's another issue. The color combo. All right? This is the 21st century. Can we fucking update from the green and white?
They've added blue into shit. You've seen
Well,
blue
that's
mint
winter
shit.
green.
I've seen that thrown
that
in there too.
wintergreen?
Blue foods? How dare you?
There is a blue food.
But the whole idea is that peppermint just has the bag with the red and white. And it's not only like an iconic color combination, but it also is locked in with Santa Claus and the holidays.
It's a cultural phenomenon.
It is a cultural phenomenon. And that brings me to the third way to improve spearmint's image.
Here we go.
Hit me.
We need a celebrity or some sort of American iconography to link to the mint.
Yes.
An eagle is a great idea. And I'm actually amazed that you brought that up because here is my ultimate thought. We got to take over the 4th of July. Dawson's favorite holiday.
Yeah.
People are eating barbecue all day.
Yes.
Mints are, it could be
People
America's
want
mint, okay?
Oh.
We get Uncle Sam, I want you to have this mint. I'm just throwing out ideas
I
here.
like it.
But I think with just a few small
Really
changes,
passionate about
we
the
could
mints, though.
get
You really like the
Spearmint
mints.
up to the top slot. What do
Yeah.
you guys say?
Let's experiment with Spearmint. And I don't like how you're thinking. You're thinking too small.
Okay.
I want it worldwide.
Hold on a second. Let me think about this more.
Yeah. Well, first off,
Found the claw's only weakness.
you have Spearmint.
Sub-zero temperatures!
You said it yourself. They need a spokesperson. I already think of two: Britney Spears
Spears
Okay.
mint.
and Gary Spears.
Who's Gary Spears?
Gary Spears Jr.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Isn't he a comedian?
Wasn't there a spearing
TV,
guy
Gary
on Mad
Spears.
TV?
Aries.
Aries
Aries
Spears. Sorry.
Spears. Yeah,
Damn it.
Aries Spears. What did you say, Gary Spears?
Should have
Yeah,
stopped.
you said Gary
Should have
Spears.
stopped
Wow.
at Brady Spears. You really had me.
Okay, well,
Jesus, Chris, he was on the show.
Okay,
know.
but now
I like
we're
it. I
keeping
thought
the name
Gary Spears.
Spearmint. It's just going to be like a Spears.
Aries Spears and Britney Spears
Or
together.
Gary Spears.
Find a Gary Spears. We need a third. We need to round it out, and have them go on commercials for Spearmint.
Ooh, what if we use Christopher Mintz-Plasse from Superbad?
Well, he
Another-
could do peppermint too. He's not really
That's
tied
true.
into the spearmint. He's just really the whole mint world. Anybody could take him.
Or Chaz Palmint Terry?
I have
Wow.
I have an idea.
Gary's a computer friendly. That's why I said Gary Spears. I don't have a computer.
How dare you?
friendly.
Leave me alone.
If you want to go worldwide with it,
Oh yes.
maybe we tie it into the Shakespeare Festival.
Oh.
Again,
Shakespeare.
all
Spearmint.
these great ideas.
Yeah.
I think we should continue to brainstorm off
Probably
the air.
not.
All these
Probably
great
not.
ideas that I don't like any of them.
All of these ideas.
No, they're all great.
Yeah.
I appreciate the contributions.
But when you guys buy mints, is it usually spearmint? That's the flavor you get?
Flavor doesn't matter to me. Go ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you feel that way about all things like gum and food? And
Yes, all things.
You just don't care what flavor it is?
I don't. I
said
don't
Altoids
use
earlier.
mints for flavor. I only use mints to
Mask the drugs you've been
mask the drugs I've been taking and the alcohol I've drank.
But when you buy mints, there's a flavor on them. You just like, which one do you buy when you're at the cashier register?
doing. Whiskey.
I'll go red or green.
Okay, that's peppermint or spearmint.
Yep.
Yeah,
The two most common ones.
I get winter green.
How do you guys feel about
Typically.
the chocolate mints? They're all at a
God
restaurant.
chooses who will go and who will stay.
I love Andy's chocolate.
Is that what those are called?
The Andy's, those little chocolate bars that
Ooh,
Not
the little
those,
green
no.
ones.
that they give you at
The
Olive
little
Garden.
ones.
Yeah.
I mean, those bars are incredible, but
You
I'm
know
talking
what,
about.
dude? I gotta buy those for my mom. She
They're so
fucking
good.
loves those. That's a Christmas present right there.
Boom, stocking stuffer.
I'm talking about the one that looks like a little circle, like a little flat circle, but it's green and brown. You get them at restaurants sometimes.
Yes, I've seen this. It resembles the spearmint.
I
Yeah,
care for those.
but they replace
Yeah.
the white with like chocolate brown.
No,
Yeah.
because that's chocolate flavor.
They're very odd.
It doesn't
versus
work.
chocolate.
It's a thing where it's like
Chocolate.
halfway through it, you're
You
like, I
like
wish
chocolate?
this was one
I
or the
like
other.
chocolate a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's chocolate flavor. I'm not into it. I don't want them. The brown or green. The colors are unappetizing too.
Unappetizing?
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Also, do yourself a favor, everybody. Mint leaves. Put them
Just
in.
rub them on your face.
It just no.
Put them in.
You know what,
they make
dude?
everything better. Like they.
I took mint out the other night, and
Pizza?
mint. You're right. Mint just leaves.
You guys put it on your pizza?
Yeah, put it on your pizza. Put it in your iced tea. Grate in iced tea.
Okay.
Put it in your desserts, your coffee, everything.
Do you grow it yourself?
Yeah, smoke it. No, I don't grow it myself. I hear it's very easy to grow though. I hear because it's like it's the exact opposite of marijuana. Like you just kind of set it and forget it.
Yeah.
And you'll get mint. So yeah, get some mint leaves in your life. Fresh mint leaves. It really enhances.
Well, there's no better time of year than right now. We're going to take all these ideas, and as Gary just mentioned, we're going to bring it all to management, and I'll get back to you. But
right.
until then, that's what's on the menu.
Yes. He gets an outro.
No, it's not an outro. I was just
That's kind of an outro. You put
no,
the
it's not an
end of his-
outro.
It was the Eagle agreeing with my brilliant idea to move the Spearmint to 4th of July time.
Alrighty.
You know, never before have two words sounded so close to each other as eagle and seagull, and they're
Two
totally different words.
Yeah.
Words, different words,
Yeah,
different
neither of them
birds,
exist.
bro.
Yeah, according to Kalen.
Oh, according to a lot more than Caleb, that story hit the New York Times. I'm sure you didn't get to that comment, but
Yeah.
that was heavy in the group.
Look at that. So yeah, Kalen is a pioneer. He's a pioneer. What do they say about bird meat? I don't know.
It's all synthetic.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, people are fucking dumb. Did the New York Times actually do an article on a bunch of fucking idiots who think birds aren't real?
That's right.
Whoa, how dare you say that about Kalen?
Yeah.
Kalen doesn't really believe this. I'll be honest with you guys. He doesn't really fucking believe this.
Listen, listener, don't
Don't
believe his
expose him
lies.
like that, yeah.
Don't believe
No.
Dawson's lies.
I've lived with Kalen. Kalen's basically a member of Chris's family. I think we'd know.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you, you're wrong, Dawson.
Yeah, I think we'd know. Yeah, I mean,
If you guys honestly believe that Kalen believes that birds aren't real,
he was the first person
then
to tell
you
me.
guys are insane as well.
Kalen, say yeah if you believe us.
Yeah. Kate.
I tried.
No, Doss, look
Yeah.
at me right now. Kalen does not think birds are real.
Have you listened to our show?
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know. No.
No,
Stop.
you don't listen.
No.
No or no?
Stop. No.
would you
don't.
stop?
No.
Stop.
No, please stop. Please, will you stop?
All right. Well, that will do it for Watercooler. Thanks, everybody, for listening. You guys want to go around and get our plugs in?
Yeah.
All right. I'll start over here with Mr. Cigarette, Mike Dawson. I only say that because he has a cigarette in his hand.
I don't know. I haven't even thought of a plug. Just be good to each other.
Yes.
And I know there's something I wanted to tell you guys. Oh, yeah, go find a good place to fuck off and call your mom.
Like how you said off. All right.
Oh, is it on where you're from? Do you fuck on?
No, I just thought you were going to say, just find a good place to fuck.
Oh,
And then
okay.
you just stop speaking. Gary, so about you.
Check out Reasonable Doubt. And thank you to that hero who made my day on Sunday. That
Yes.
was really fun. Nice
Super
guy.
cool. Matt Fondelier.
I got 3. I'm going to do them in order of importance.
Okay.
First, Watercooler, Patreon.
I like that. I like that.
Next,
Chris gave over control to me, Dawson. It's going to be a different show going forward, so fucking buckle up.
next.
We're in a zoo.
It's another show I'm on. It's called Sword and Scale Rewind.
Yes.
And episode 164 is available now about a crazy killer named Daniel Wozniak, who Chris has some connection to.
Yeah.
So this is a wild episode. It's about a crazy musical theater person in Orange County
Yep.
who killed multiple people. And Chris is like friends with a friend of someone who
Well, he
knows
went to
them
my
or
high
something.
school. Like
he went to your high school.
He was a middle school too. He was a year older than me, but his best friend was my friend. So
It's wild.
Yeah. So and I knew his best friend for many years.
So check out that episode, Sword and Scale Rewind. But the most important plug of all.
Wait. So it's in reverse order?
Yeah, you just said that. You said
I did it right.
you said you were doing it in order of importance.
That's right.
Let him finish.
So Watercooler Patreon's the last.
Number 3.
Oh.
Let him finish.
Did not look for that
It's
one.
reverse order of
Yeah.
importance. That's not order
The
of importance.
number 1 most important thing of all is to wish my friend Gary a very happy birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Gary.
When did that happen?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Happy birthday, dude.
Well, today
Thanks,
as you
guys.
hear this.
Appreciate
Right
that.
on.
Oh, you don't post same day?
Well, I mean, most. Damn, dude. It's freaking marathon
So
day
late.
today.
It's so late.
I'm tired. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. I let my birthday go to my head.
I did think of an actual plug, if I may
Yeah, go for it.
interrupt.
Okay.
I did 3, so.
Well, you're gonna wish your Gary happy
Unfortunately,
birthday
we're
too.
Coming up, yes, I want to say happy birthday, Gary Smith.
Oh, all right. For my for
And
my
also-
plug. Oh, no.
And also next week, the 2021 Ace Awards.
Oh, that's right.
And I made this observation earlier to Bald Brian when he drove up
Clobservation?
to work. I said, look, man, if there was a single award for the best ensemble of characters who keep fucking delivering day after day, week after week, year after year on one podcast, I swear to God, man, you'd be hard pressed to hand pick the talent that is in this building on a
man.
daily basis. The shit that we do, and I'm saying this because I've been spending the last fucking month listening to all this stuff and editing. The Ace Awards are going to blow your fucking dick off.
Waiting for that.
We are really, there is more talent under this roof.
Under this, we got him to bark! Yay!
Than there
Isolate the
is
sound.
in certain corresponding acres of the San Fernando Valley.
Wow.
We are
Mostly
funny.
the acres they shoot porn in.
We are fucking good.
There you go.
How about
What an
that?
endorsement.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Dawson?
So the
I
Ace
do not-
Awards. Ace Awards, like Tuesday or Wednesday or
Wednesday.
Thursday or something.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Wow. That was a ringing endorsement.
Next week. Next
High
week.
praise.
Wednesday.
My ego is boosted. So thank you.
I'm telling you,
Dude,
it's.
I got some.
I was thinking about this. Like, there's no fucking way you can't handpick this talent, and we got it. Luckily, nobody put us together. We put ourselves together.
a ragtag team.
A ragtag fucking team.
done
We're the
that.
Sandlot of podcasts.
Yeah.
Nice.
We've done 10 years of funny.
That's right.
Thanks, man. My ego's. You gave me boosties, dude, and Stokens.
What do we
That's
got
good.
for you, Chris?
As for me, I'd like to wish Gary Smith a happy
Thank you
birthday
very much.
on
Yeah,
air.
it's all good. On air. Yes, that's very nice of you.
And no, seriously, man. And
Appreciate
everybody,
it.
please bark at Gary. Give him an appropriate Boba Boy birthday greeting. And also my band Loxy. We're doing our final show of the year, Huntington Beach, California.
Nice.
This Friday, 7 p.m. It's a place called 25 Degrees. It's like
I played there.
you played there?
That's
In
on the
Huntington?
pier, Huntington Beach Pier, right?
Nope. Don't go to the pier.
No.
everybody.
What was that one?
That was Ruby's.
Rubies?
No, not Ruby's.
Ruby's the only establishment
Well,
on
how
the
about this,
pier.
guys? Let me get my plug out before we
Okay,
all start
sorry,
naming
go ahead.
restaurants and confusing people.
25 degrees.
25 Degrees in Huntington Beach. It's on Walnut, right next door to the police station, full of all the narcs. But still,
Did 98 Degrees ever perform there?
Visible Man.
Little too cold for them.
They would have melted the place.
Yeah, they would have. Well, we're gonna melt the place, so please come out and. No.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, it could be Celsius. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What, they didn't
I don't
clarify
know how that works.
But yeah, so we're playing for like 3 hours. It'll be a fun dance party. Come hang, drink.
That's dope. What's the date again?
This Friday night, 7
Nice.
p.m., December 17th. All right, and that will do it for Watercooler. Thanks again to everybody for hanging out and listening. We'll be back later this week for Patreon and a movie night. Ooh, Dawson's pick. All right, we'll see you there. My name's. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna do a closer. Love you.
My name is.